Good afternoon, everybody. This is Paul Georgi with the wrap-up comments for September 17, 2010. Well, in the grain markets, we definitely had an exciting day here for the bulls. Markets were sharply higher across the board in the grains. For the week, however, corn ended the week 35 higher, soybeans up 38 cents in the November contract, and wheat up only 2.5 cents for the week. Not a lot of change there. This market was led by the corn market and has been led by the corn market all week. The main action in the grain markets today was rumors reported overnight about 3 o'clock in the morning. If you look on your charts, you can see that a lot of activity came into the entire commodity complex. And reports are that Credit Suisse came in with a huge amount of money buying all commodities, and that caused a macro effect across the board in the commodity complexes. By the time the grain markets opened, however, the markets like energies, for instance, crude oil, which had been sharply higher, was now trading lower. The stock market was higher, now lower, and the dollar had reversed, trading from lower to higher. So didn't have much effect on the grains. When you look at the grains, continued fund buying all day long. Liquidation of short positions, I think, is a big effect as well here today. Margin liquidation by margin clerks at FCMs was also causing some pressure here at the end of the week. And I think all of those factors, combined with reports after the close today that funds may have bought as much as 40,000 contracts of corn today alone. So the question that you ask yourself, and I've been asked many times during the day, is how high can this grain market go? How much more do we have in it? Well, the bottom line is it can go up until it stops going up is really the only answer. When you've got funds buying at the magnitude that they've been buying, there's no way to tell when they stop. But it appears, and looking back in history, when they stop buying, a market can turn around very quickly. And we, as producers, you've got to be marketing grain into this rally. And as traders, you've got to manage your risk and use stops, use option strategies to protect yourself on the downside. And I think that's the thought I want to leave you with this week is manage risk. If you got any question how to do it, give us a call here at Allendale at 800-262-7538. Over in the livestock, markets were volatile there as well. Hog markets up sharply early in the session, ended lower on the day in the nearby contract. Cattle markets showed a good performance all through the session, however, ahead of the cattle on feed report. We had that report come out at 2 o'clock today. Trade was looking for 101% cattle on feed, came out at 103. Placements 99.4 was the trade average. The placement number came out at 107, so that could be a surprise. Well, it is a surprise. The question is, how will the market react on Monday? I'd expect that we'd see cattle trade lower because of that. And the marketing number in line with estimates, 106.5 was the estimate, came out at 107 as far as the marketing situation last month. So cattle closed strong off of the report. We'd have to call the market to open lower, maybe 25 to 50 lower off of a report like this. But then trade's going to be looking for outside influences again. In the hog market, as I said, closed lower in the nearby contract. Spreaders with the main feature there as traders calmed down after a very violent and volatile week in the pork complex. However, trend still remains higher and remains up. We expect this to continue as we move into next week, as the meat trade will be watched very closely. If we can clean that up and get some movement back in the product, it certainly will support pork on the back end, and the solid support from other commodities is what's driving that market as well. So closing out a very volatile week, we expect no different to start the week next week. If you got any questions, call us here at Allendale, 800-262-7538. We'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Have a safe weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday. Thank you.